I'm back. It's been a long time since I've done this. I'm up in the mountains camping for the weekend. It's a midsummer day supposedly, but it's like in the 40s up here. It's pretty chilly. I got storms coming too, but I'm up here for photography. If the sky clears up tonight, we'll be trying for some Milky Way. Wildlife, of course, any landscape stuff that I can find that looks decent, be looking for that. So I got the trailer all set up. I'm about to go in and get the inside connections done, then I'm gonna eat dinner and then drive around, see what we can find. Feels good to be up here. I'm gonna keep going because I think the storm is about to hit and I need to get set up in there so I can cook my dinner and eat. And then yeah, we'll see what we can find. As predicted, we got rain and there's a little bit of sleet coming as well. I just checked the weather and it's like a 70% chance of rain before 9 o'clock. It's supposed to gradually clear up throughout the night. So fingers crossed it'll clear up enough for some Milky Way action. So, got dinner heated up here. I'm gonna eat and then we'll go look around. Alright, so I'm out after dinner here trying to figure out where I want to go for Milky Way if it's clear. This is the overlook that I was shooting from in the wintertime. Gilbert Peak is that way. Really, I mean, you can see how socked in. You cannot see any of the mountain peaks over there. I'm not sure if it's going to clear off enough for me to do this. I'll probably just set my alarm for like 1 o'clock and just beeline it over here, give it a shot. But anyway, I'm gonna go down a little bit lower, see what that gives me as far as foreground. I don't really have an interesting foreground right here, so I need to try to find something better. So I'm gonna look around for that, and then we'll go look for some animals. I've already seen a deer and a couple pronghorn. Just keep spitting rain though, so it's 37. It's pretty chilly up here. I didn't think it was gonna be this cold this fast, but oh well, I'm prepared for it, so we'll be fine. So we'll see what we find. It's snowing. Cannot believe this. But you might be able to see through there. You can see Gilbert Peak in this like misty haze. I'm gonna try to take advantage of that. I came up on top of the mountain here that was on the south of where I just was. I can see a group of elk out there. I doubt you'll be able to see them. I just bumped another group about that size over there. I'm wondering if it's the same ones. If it is, they really covered some ground. It's been raining most of the evening. It really has not been good conditions for photos at all. I can't seem to get decent light. The sun comes out for a couple minutes and then that's it. Anyway, it's getting kind of dark here, so I'm gonna turn around and start heading back to camp, and then I guess we'll get up in the middle of the night, see if it's clear. Well, good morning. And by morning, I mean it's barely the next day. I'm not sure what time it is. I got up at 1. Got in luck. Skies completely cleared off. So I'm out doing some Milky Way photography. It's amazing. This is my first time doing this, and I just, like, it is so cool. So cool. Oh my word. I love it. There's so many stars. The galactic center is very visible right now. It's right at, well, it's a little bit above the horizon. But yeah, it's just amazing. I don't know how anybody does this type of photography and does not come to the conclusion that there is a God and a creator who made all of this, because it is just unbelievable. Just the thousands of stars, and it's just all that we can see, let alone what's actually out there. It's unreal. Absolutely unreal. But I'm moving locations. I'm going over to see if I can get a silhouette of Gilbert and get the Milky Way in there. So got some ground to cover, and I may try to do a night time lapse with the GoPro. So see what happens when you get to it. So I ended up going back to camp after doing quite a bit of Milky Way photography. Did that for about 2 hours at different locations. I'm pretty happy with how stuff was looking. Tiny little waterfall. I'm gonna play with that, see what I can do with it. Well, that was exciting. I just had a group of 3 pronghorn in the road in front of me, so I slowed down for them, and just kept going. I looked ahead, like literally right on the road. I did not expect to see elk in the open at 9:45. It's just always the way it works when you don't expect it. That's every single time I run across elk out here. Going back at camp. Took a much needed rest for a couple hours. I'm gonna eat something here and then thinking about heading over to the Henry's Fork Trail and maybe walk up that a little bit. Anyway, we'll see what comes of that after lunch. Taking the Henry's Fork Trail. Really pretty. I'm gonna see if I can make it to Alligator Lake. If I remember right, I think it's about 3 miles. This is also the trail that'll take you up to Kings Peak eventually, which, for those who don't know, is the highest point in Utah. My brother and I did that a few years ago now. Kind of a bucket list thing to do. So, it's pretty cool. Just about there. My GPS is not working, so I'm just going off what the topography looks like. There it is. Where should be? Alright, well, time to head back, I guess. Get ready for the evening, figure out where I'm going, what I'm doing. I just walked up on 2 bull elk. No good photo opportunities, but I took some video. I snuck up on him like that. They had their summer coats. Some of the others I've seen have been still shedding. Heard that before. I don't know what that was. Well, that was a scary moment there. I don't know if I got the camera on in time that you could hear the sound or not, but probably like 30 yards from me there was something that was making, I don't even know how to describe it, like some sort of grunt. And I wondered if it was a grouse, because I've heard them up here beating their breasts like they do during their breeding season. But the low part of it was too growly and guttural to be a small animal. And it was a really, I'm sure you can see in the video, really, really dense area right there. I don't know what that was. I don't even know how to replicate it now. I'm going to have to get on my phone and do some search and see if I can figure out what was making that noise. I don't know if it was a bull elk. I don't know if it was a moose. I don't know if it was a bear. No idea. Right before it, I heard thumping, like bounding. It sounded like bounding, and I thought I bumped a deer. But then it stopped so abruptly. I didn't hear anything else, and that's when I heard that sound. Maybe it was an elk. He was grunting because he wondered if I was an elk. I don't know, but I got out of there. I got my heart pounding. Being up here alone, and especially all the way up on top of this mountain, I'm a long way from help. There's nobody else up around here, so I'm not going to chance it. If I would have had somebody else with me, probably would have addressed that differently, but not when I'm flying solo. But thankfully I made it back to the truck. And I think that's where we're just going to chill. Back up where I saw the elk last night. Drove up to this opening up here. Saw something up there that just didn't look quite right. Like it didn't fit in. Pulled the binos up, sure enough. There's 2 cows out there. I'd glassed a little bit longer and found 2 bulls bedded a little bit higher above them. Another one. Dang, that is nuts. The other one, you can see him right there. I did not pick him up initially. That is a record by far. Just today, that's 9 bulls, and I think 2 of the ones that I saw this morning really early on were bulls as well. So if that's the case, 11 bulls today. That is a record by far. After those elk, it was too dark to really go anywhere else, so I figured I'd just come back and maybe turn in a little bit early because I'm tired. So there you go. This concludes the day, and I'll see you in the morning. Alright, well, it's the next day. I'm out just looking around briefly this morning. I'm getting a pretty early start to leave, but I also got a really late start this morning. I think I had something in camp last night messing with the truck and the trailer. Woke me up about 12:30 and woke me up again a little bit later on. Sounded like it was actually like pushing on the trailer. I ended up hitting the panic button on the truck to get the horn and lights to flash and stuff for a couple times, and that seemed to scare off whatever it was. So yeah, like I said, I want to get back fairly early today. It is Father's Day, so I want to be back in time to spend that with the family. So to all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day, or belated Father's Day by the time you're seeing this video. I will say that fathers are very important, and especially in our society where it seems that the role of the father is being diminished and belittled, and masculinity is under attack and all that type of stuff. Fathers are critical, and don't believe otherwise. They're every bit as important as mothers. Both fathers and mothers play a crucial role in the family and a crucial role in society. And as soon as you eliminate either God-fearing masculine men who are fathers, or God-fearing feminine women who are mothers, you're destining your society for failure. So for those out there who are doing what a father is supposed to do, thank you. Keep it up. I know it can be hard sometimes, but it's worth it. If I don't see you again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Probably a little bit of a longer video, but hey, that's what happens when you're up here for a couple days exploring and doing fun things. So, don't know what I have planned for the next one. We'll see. But I will see you on the next one.